Good morning. I am just getting situated, trying to find myself, and then others can find us because there is a little bit of a delay, it looks like, which is fine. I think I found me. My notification is working. I hope yours is. Hello, and welcome. It's Carrie from Sewmuchglitter. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here today. So I'm going to do my regular Sunday format. On Friday, I went live and I did a little bit of Happy Mail and I did more coloring. And then I'm going to be doing a flip through later today on my YouTube, probably like a short or something of what I'm going to show you today. So I won't be doing a flip through of it today. But I am excited to be here with you. I am a little bit tired today. I was very busy yesterday and I spent the afternoon into the evening in my friend's pool and a jacuzzi. So I'm just like, I don't know, kind of tired, I guess. And I think my camera has moved. So let's try to fix that. I might look crooked, but that might be my camera. So we'll have to see how that works. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Happy Self-Care Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw my link in the chat really quick. So you can find me and then I can find you and, we can be in the crafty community together. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my regular book, a quote from the book of positive quotations, and then I'm going to go into one thing I'm grateful for my 2026 gratitude jar. So if you've never been here for that, I'm really excited that you're here. Thank you for dropping by. So every Sunday I've been writing one thing that I'm grateful for throughout the week, or if I didn't have a good week, something I maybe want to manifest for myself in the upcoming week. I've had a few of those, but what I really try to do is focus on one positive thing that happened, because not everything can be negative, right? Like, yeah, you could have a real crap week, but maybe one or two positive things kind of happened during the week. So welcome, Shar, welcome. Anyway, so I'm going to start off with a quote, and it is going to be kind of something that resonates with me throughout the week. I did get this book in January at my local used bookstore, and I've kind of just formatted my whole Sunday lives around it because it really just helps. And I am having a little bit of issue with my progressives. I'm trying to get used to them, but I'm trying to be able to see like where's my sweet spot. So anyway, so this is what I'm doing. Welcome, Nate. I'm so excited you are here. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, so the quote I picked from Self-Confidence this week, and the quote that I chose was, "Your success depends mainly upon what you think of yourself and whether you believe in yourself." And then I also liked the bold little subheading of self-confidence is essential to success. So this kind of resonates with me this week because I started a new Facebook group. I don't know if you know. It is in my link tree, but I will drop a direct link to the Facebook group. And because I will be hosting June-tober next year, 2027, in the Facebook group. And so I'm just kind of building that and building my YouTube, and I have some new professional things on the horizon that I may be switching up before I graduate from my master's degree. And I did accept an internship. I know I talked about it last week, if I was going to or not, but I did. I formally accepted the internship for telehealth therapy, and I'll be starting that in the fall semester. So it does give me a little bit more freedom for professional change that is so desperately needed. Okay, so we're going to toss that to the side, and let's see. Welcome, Bug. I'm so glad to have you here. Okay, thank you, Crooked. I'm excited. It's gonna be more work for me, but I think it's gonna be really good. Okay, so let's decide what I'm grateful for this week, because professionally it wasn't like the greatest week. I mean, I'm just kind of in a slump with that right now because of all the changes at my work and, you know, personalities and all that too. So there is that. And so it's hard sometimes for me to focus on like, you know, anything else during the week. Sometimes I just come home and like want to stare at a wall or something. But I don't. I'll stare at a coloring book or get on my treadmill and get lost in some trashy reality TV. I am grateful for the creative community this week because you, oops, my pen, because you guys have been so extremely supportive and supporting each other, supporting me and my new endeavors, and embracing that I will be taking over June-tober 2027. And my camera, sorry, the cord just like kind of fell at me, so I had to switch it. So I don't know why I'm so unadjusted. I think my cat was up here earlier and I think she really kind of screwed things up. So I'm grateful for, oops, I wrote it twice. Of course I did. Here, I was trying to get a head start. So I'm grateful for the crafty or the creative community. You know what? It doesn't matter. But it's the community that is here on on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. It's just been very, very supportive. So I am very excited to have you guys along for the ride. I love supporting your endeavors. If you're a digital creator, let me know and we can kind of get you hooked up in the Facebook group, because I'm dropping Freebie Friday every Friday in the month of July because it is my birthday month. So when I go live next Sunday, it'll be just a few days before my birthday. So I'm kind of excited about that. And let's see. Welcome. Chat with each other. I'm so excited that you are here today. Oh, the whole entire YouTube world is glitchy today. Isn't that just my luck, right? Oh, you do work in behavioral health? Yeah, I work in community behavioral health in Southern California. I don't know where you are. I think you're, because I met you through Di. You're like down under, aren't you? Anyway, so I'm so excited to have you guys here. Okay, so it's okay. Sorry it didn't let you guys in. I don't know what's going on. Like, you know, YouTube has a mind of its own. Oh, you're in Idaho. Perfect. Oh, wow. So we're not far from each other at all. I am from the Pacific Northwest. My mom did text me to tell me that she would not be here today because she's out doing yard work, because she's up in Washington State. And I think I've mentioned this several times before. Not a whole lot of sun up there. So when they get summertime and sun, they kind of spend all of the time outside. So you would not catch me living up in the Pacific Northwest probably ever again, unless if it was life-altering, disastrous changes. And so what I want you guys to do is just like get your favorite drink, get your favorite snack, and we can kind of join each other around the craft table. I have my tea and my water next to me. And yes, everyone calls you Bug on the chat. So tell me what you want me to call you and I'll call you whatever. I don't want to call you something that offends you. Hey, Nate, thank you. Idaho does feel like a different country. I have family that lives in Idaho and they act like it's a different country. Whatever, it's fine. I'm in the San Diego area. Okay, so it's back to school time. Back to school time. I work right across the street from a Target, which is danger. And so I did kind of peruse through there on lunch break because our lunch hours have changed. Now I have an hour lunch, not 30 minutes. Yuck. But anyway, so I did find these bright liners. I showed these on my Friday. I just did like an impromptu Friday live because I wanted to come home and do something positive to, excuse me, kick off my weekend. And I'm really glad I did because it really helped shape my attitude and shift my mindset to like, it's going to be a great weekend. I don't care if it's only 48 hours off, like, you know, whatever. But I did have a really great day yesterday. And with my friend, if she's watching, hey, whoever's lurking up in the balcony, you are welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Bug, that is so funny. My old office is in Escondido. I'm right down the freeway. I am in a small town called Fallbrook. If you know, you know. If you don't, here I am. And let's see. Okay, so I did get these bright liners. I'm very excited. I have not opened them. I have not done anything with them. I just kind of wanted to add them to my comfy cozy coloring because I do love a lot of that comfy cozy coloring, and that'll kind of segue into my coloring page of the week, along with I added more of my into my Kugeli because I'm in Jane's buddy coloring group on Instagram. So let me know if you have a Kugeli book and that's something that you wanted to do. I'll kind of hook you up and have you come over and join us. But I'm coloring in the Colorful Time book right now. And this is from Cuttlefish Coloring, and I'm in a buddy color for Christmas in July to celebrate her Nutcracker. I think it's the Nutcracker coloring book. Honestly, I don't know. I'll try to find her and I'll let you guys know. I don't think I have a mod in here, so let's see. Cuttlefish Coloring. Oh, I found her. Okay, and there's only a few of us in here. It's not like I need a mod. Oops, no. It wants to bring me away from. And so I like a lot of the comfy cozy coloring because it allows me to do my my alcohol markers. And I really enjoy experimenting with alcohol markers, and I love them. I am destashing them right now. My friend purchased them from me, and I purchased a brand new huge set of Ohuhu, and I love them. And so that's all I'm going to use. I know a lot of colorists are like, oh, you can use your I don't know, like you're not so good stuff for this or that, or I just always use one. I don't have room, and then so I just always kind of use one brand of one medium I'm working with. Not brand, but like one set. Coloring pencils is a little bit different because those, you know, are different. But I'm finding that I love the Ohuhus. And I did print this out on the wrong paper. I printed this out on my matte photo cardstock paper. So I didn't get a good blend. I didn't really get great highlights. So I just kind of kept it really simple with a pastel Christmas palette. And I thought it would be fun for Christmas in July. And then I got the white Panda Fly gel pen going on, which I absolutely love these. Dee Dee kind of introduced us all to these. So you can find, I think the writing I've kind of worn off. I use this thing so much. You can find these on Amazon, and it comes with 4 of them, 2 whites of gold and a silver, like under $10. I think I paid like $8. So, and I love them. Love them way better than the Jelly Roll. Anyway, so I'm going to add this to coloring for lighting and things like that. I'm a big Christmas in July girly. I'm just a big holiday girly. I love Halloween. I love Christmas. I love it all. And I love creating for it all. I love reading for it all. So I got this from Thrift Books this week because this had been in my cart for a while, and this was kind of a birthday gift to myself. But anyway, so I'm excited to read this. This is a little bit of a spicy rom-com because I've read Tracy Lee before. I like it. I'm excited. I'm reading a Megan Quinn book right now, and I'm not too into it. I don't know. It's Rules for the Summer. I like it, but it's like 500 pages, and I'm 350 in, and nothing's really happened yet. They're still just developing a friendship, and you know what's going to happen. So I feel like it's wasting my time a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I love books. No, I will be playing with some of my freebies today from the Facebook group. So if you're not in the Facebook group, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. And if you want to join while we're on air and you want to be able to have access to some of the fun stuff that's going on there, I'll try to approve you as we're here. They are digital images, so you're not going to get a physical product. But I'm so grateful that the designers have really embraced me at this journey of my you know, at this spot in my creative journey. Okay, so I did get this for school for my clinical supervision, a Toltec, the 4 agreements. So it's a Toltec wisdom book. So anyway, so this is used. I did get this off of thrift books. It's in good condition. Somebody put like stickers and all of it. I don't mind that. It like doesn't bother me. But I think that this is really good because it's going to, me and my clinical supervisor are going to go over it, because I tend to say what I mean and I kind of leave it at that. I'm very upfront and very direct, and a lot of people don't appreciate that. So I don't know. I do find my clients appreciate that, but I find a softer side with my clients, if that makes sense, because I have a little bit more grace and empathy, because that's what I'm going in for. Like, I know what I'm going in for, but when another adult will come at me a little bit sideways, and I'll just communicate directly. But anyway, so this is going to kind of just open up my mind with communicating a little bit maybe softer, and maybe giving people the benefit of the doubt a little bit more, even when they don't deserve it. So I think that'll just help in therapy anyway, the more clients I build up. I purchased, well, I didn't purchase this. This was a freebie on thrift books, because I had a free book. And, oh, did you like it? So you said you've read it a couple times. Did you like the book? Hey, Christina, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. So this was a freebie. My idea, I thought this was just like a little old golden book. I like this, and I was like, I'm going to do like a little bit of junk journaling. Turn this into a junk journal. I'm going to zhuzh this up and make it my own, because it's just so cute. There's another one I have on my cart, but they don't have it in stock. But it's like everything I need to know about Christmas I learned from a little golden book, and hello, that's so me, right? I love it. But this is actually really well bound. It's hardback. I'm not going to have to do anything with this other than make it my own. Maybe do a little reverse collaging in here, kind of really just making it a journal, and I can put some fun things in. And, you know, this could be very reminiscent of, you know, me and my grandson could, you know, do fun little things in here. I don't know. But I'm really impressed with it. So I don't need to take this apart and reconstruct it at all. I'm just going to use it as it is and create a journal out of it, and maybe do some reverse collaging. I don't know. Oh, did I not say reverse collaging? Yeah, it's Sunday. I think a little bit differently on Sundays, because I tend to be more relaxed. I'm sorry. Or I try to say too many things all at once. That's my perimenopausal ADD. Anyway, I did get this. This is kind of hot off the press, if you will. So the mythographic book, Alice in Wonderland, and this is by Joseph Kattenbang. And I am going to be doing a reel on YouTube today, and I'll be posting that this afternoon. So I'm not going to do a flip through here. I did do a flip through on Friday night, and I did start coloring a page in it. I will show you the page that I started coloring in, though, because this is very coveted right now in the coloring world. Like, if you know, you know. And this is not the kind of coloring that I do at all, but because it's very detailed. And I tend to like the comfy cozy, but I'm getting into the more detailed coloring in different mediums. So I did this on Friday night with Gamsol and my Prismacolors. Very excited to do this. I picked this page so I can like stencil it up or kind of do what I want with it. And yeah, I just thought that that would be fun. Okay. Don't forget coloring. Yeah, so I'm excited, and you can take pictures and junk journal the pictures. You know, I'm just now kind of realizing that for some reason, or I can scan things in. I have a scanner. I have a really good printer, and I tend to just use it for business or school. But now when I'm working in an ephemera book or a collage book, I'm like, oh, I would really like to use that image again. So I really need to like go through my collage books and decide what would I like to do again, what would I want to do, and scan those off, and I can kind of use them that way. Anyway, so stay tuned for that, because that's coming up later today, the full flip through. And I might just do like a short form video too. I don't know. we'll have to decide. So let's get into the freebie now. This was my Friday freebie on Friday. I don't know why I had to think of that. In my Facebook group, this is what dropped on Friday. And this is from Lottie's Magic Attic. I'm so grateful that she donated this to the group. And it's a pretty big freebie, so it's like a little mini folio. So we're going to be putting that together today. And I might be getting out some ephemera and putting in that. Maybe we'll finish up with some coloring. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Like, we'll see where the time takes us. I don't stream any longer than like 2 hours on a Sunday because, you know, YouTube gets busy. People are busy. You know, people want to drop in and out. And so it's just kind of fun to create together. I had to start putting this together on my own because I really was doubting the sizing. So I woke up pretty early this morning for some unknown reason other than Miss Dahlia, my cat, wanted to be fed. And I was like, no, we're still sleeping at 5 a.m. on a Sunday, girl. It's not a Monday. That's tomorrow. We'll wake up at 5. Yes, it's Alice, Nate. Anyway, so sorry I doubted the sizes, Tracy. That was weird of me, but it just in my head it was not working for some reason. So I kind of put one, I opened one and I was like, okay, how could this work? So it is going to work. So don't worry. We'll get this done. So yeah, the freebies over there. I did post some more stuff today, and yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get to the goal of 100 followers over there because once I have 100 members in that group, and I'm utilizing it as more of like a collective group because we're kind of like starting it up together because I can't just start, you know, a creative community alone. That's weird. So it's kind of now is the time to let me know what you want to see in there and what you want to do. And, you know, it's a lot of fun. And then we'll do a giveaway, like a project giveaway once I have 100 followers. Welcome, Chris. I'm so glad you're here. Loved your tips yesterday in your live. Thank you so much. I always get so much out of that. Okay, so I think I'm going to start to create this one first, and then I'll decide what I want to put in here because I do have some freebies from Sweet Pea Curiosities that were a freebie Friday as well. She was my first drop, and she made that kit exclusively for our Facebook group before she posted it out to, you know, the internet. I think I cut this a little bit crooked. It's kind of what I just saw a second ago, but now I don't. I think it's my glasses playing tricks on me. Okay, well, that's a good thing I didn't just start lobbing off that thing. That would have been weird. Anyway, I took out a scoreboard and I scored it. The fold lines were already there, so you know where to fold it. You don't need a scoreboard. You don't need to score it, but I did because I will tend to cut things a little bit crooked, and I just reverse print it is what I did. And then I just folded everything over. You can fold it over with a bone folder. You can fold it over not at all. Like, you know, that's completely up to you. I find with the score, it already has the bone fold score in there. I don't really need to like get the crisp. It's already a pretty clean edge. Like, I don't need to sit here and rub this on it to get it to bend over because the fibers are already a little bit weak. So we're good to go. So I'm just going to kind of follow this and then stick things in here that I want. And then maybe we can get a little bit fun and funky with the next one, right? Because we don't have to interpret everything just the same as the designer did. Like the designers, Tracy is giving us an idea for what to do. And she's perfectly excited for people to kind of interpret that how they will. So this first one, we're going to make all of the pockets and do all of the things, although I did not factor in the flips right here, but maybe she did right here. Okay, so we're good with that. Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, I didn't factor that in. So everything's here that you need. She gave us the whole kit, guys. So I'm really grateful for that. That's really exciting. So I'm just going to start kind of cutting these. You could use your paper trimmer. You could use your scissors. I'm a fussy cut lover. Absolutely love it. So I just am going to start to fussy cut away along the lines, and hopefully I can stay on a straight line. and kind of get caught up on the chats. What is everyone else doing out there today? Oh no, Nate, I hope you feel better. Take some vitamin C and take care of yourself. That funky Texas weather could probably do that to you. It's starting to get really hot here too because you know, it's July and now we're getting to the end of July. So our hottest time of the year here is August and September. So we're kind of, you know, gearing up for that. But next Saturday, I'm going to be going to SeaWorld because I have passes so I can take my grandson. And they have like a really great special right now. So I'm going to take a few friends and do like a fun little birthday celebration that way. I think that'll be fun. And I'll be working during the week next week. Like nothing's really going to change for me that way. Like just work, work, work. But I just have to clean up a little bit today. Honestly, I'm just like gonna keep it really easy. So I hope you guys are using this day as like a self-care day too. Yeah, I'll mop the floors and like I'm doing the laundry now. You can probably hear in the background. Doing all of the things, but I want to make sure I get like the self-care in so I don't go back to work unrefreshed. Like my weekend was like an overnight visit or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't get any relaxation. I want to feel like I have more of a life outside of work sometimes. So that tends to be a little bit of a struggle. I was on call up until Saturday morning, but you know, nobody called. So that was really nice. And I am grateful for that. Honestly, no emergencies is a good day. Okay. So what would your ideas be to put in here in this folio? Or would you just create it for somebody? Like, I need to print out more pockets. I just realized that, so I'm going to have to do that while I'm here with you guys because I only printed out enough for one. Not anticipating that I was going to be doing two either. Like, I didn't anticipate that at all. So I'm probably going to have to print out more, I think. But my printer's literally like 3 feet away from me. So we are good to go. Okay. Let's get the pockets going. I think I can do this because these are the flowered pockets, right? To kind of get an idea. See, so much is here. I'm like, wait, where do I start? And I'm generally a paper crafter first, but I like everything with paper. And I do junk journaling. I used to do scrapbooking, but I kind of use junk journaling as scrapbooking now because it's a little bit more interesting and I like it. And I do card making. Absolutely love the card making. I like doing like folios and things like that. Nate sent me some really cool folio bases, so thank you. I did do an unboxing of that on Friday night. The adult coloring, I'm new to the adult coloring world on social media. I'm like, wow, it's like a big deal over there. But I really like, I call it my meditative coloring. I really like just sitting down early in the morning, kind of watching one of my favorite shows. I'm doing a watch of Charmed right now because I never watched that when that was on. So that's fun, like a, you know, nostalgic 90s show. Why not? And just all things paper. I used to do a lot of paper flowers and I would roll them and put them in vases and do a lot of that thing. So yeah, what do you guys do? Do you stick to only one thing? Like me and my friend were talking about that yesterday. She's really getting into like watercoloring. So, you know, it's just like, it's fun to learn something new, I think. And then I like reading, of course. I'm a big book girly. And then so I was on TikTok early this morning, like when I was just laying in bed, And people were on there going, did you know that the TikTok influencers are getting paid to do this? Like, they don't even really read the books. And I was like, yeah, that's basically an advertisement when they're like doing that, or they have a coupon code or a hashtag, or they're like promoting a author or a company or a bookstore or whatever it is. I was like, how do people not know that? I don't know. Like, everything you see on the internet isn't real, right? I mean, I'm really here in my craft room talking to you at my craft table, but like, I don't know. One person's opinion isn't going to be for everybody. It's sad that people have to be like imposters out there just to get noticed a little bit. There's so many other things you could do. So that's just kind of my thought on that. Not too much controversial thoughts on a Sunday. I try to kind of keep that away. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of these little pockets, and then I'll have to get out my glue. I did order more glue on Amazon, and for some reason, I don't know why I did not think about this, but I was like, wow, like it must be really on sale or something. Like, this stuff it got really cheap. Why did I think that? I don't know. I got it, and it's like a 4-ounce bottle. I didn't even look at the size. Is it 4 ounces? I think it's 4 ounces. It's like, it is. It's 4 ounces. So this was $7. I was super, super excited. I normally order the bigger one, and I wanted to order an even bigger one, but the bigger one's like $30. I love this glue. Absolutely love it. And I was an art glitter glue girly through and through until I discovered Barely Art. And then I discovered this when I started junk journaling, and I will never go back. It's cheaper, it's flexible, it has no temperature points, and ships year round, like no worries. I absolutely love it. But for some reason I was like, oh, $7. Yeah, throw that in when I threw that Alice in Wonderland coloring book in my cart. And I got it, and I was like, wait, I can't believe I did that. So yeah, there we go with that. Oh well, $7. I needed more anyway, so it's not like it's not a big love loss thing. Okay, let's see. We have 3 of these. We have 2 of these. And that's what we need. And and I have 2 of these. I thought I was losing these. Okay, so let's put this together. And then we will go for another one. Let's see what we want to put in here first, though. I have some fun stuff I think I want to put in here. I really like the palette that she used because it's really soft. I really love vintage flowers. I just love vintage flowers. So I'm excited about that. And it looks a little bit worn. I like that. So if that's like kind of your vibe, influencers never tell the truth. I know. It's just like I know that going in, and then other people will create videos about shocked, like they're shook, right? And I'm like, well, it's like watching the Home Shopping Network. You know what I mean? Like, they're so excited about every single product. Yeah, right. No, come on. That's not like real. Okay. So one thing I love Miss Tracy for in Lottie's Magic Attic is that she always does sample ideas. And so I'm going to kind of stick to the sample ideas today because the freebie dropped and this is what comes in the kit. But I'll probably get a little bit more adventurous with it outside of that. These would be perfect to slip into a journal as well, or send in an envelope and stuff it full of like fun little goodies, like a gift card here and there, a bag of tea, or, it's just a fun little gift giving thing for someone's birthday. Okay, so let me get out my glue and my glue gun. And oh, no, not yet. I'm not ready for that yet. Hold on. I need to get my scoreboard because what I like to do instead of just folding these, I like to score them and then fold. And it folds a little bit nicer. So I try to keep it in that the little crevice of the scoreboard. Hey, Ellen. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, So this is a freebie, Ellen, in my Facebook group. So I dropped the link up there. What I wanted to do instead of cut these is I wanted to use a fun little punch, which let me see if I have a smaller one. I have this one or I have this one that I just purchased. Well, I purchased, what? I don't know why I didn't think of this. I purchased a small scoreboard for stuff like this, so I don't have to always get out the big one because I wanted more of like a desktop scoreboard. And this came with it. So that's exciting. So I could put my big old Mac Daddy scoreboard away. There's no need to have all of that out. And I thought it would be fun. I'm going to ink up the edges too to keep up the vintagey vibe because I like that. I think that that's fun. Welcome, Atlanta. I'm glad you're here. Okay. A hater comment. Who did that? Who does that? Who has time for that? No. Really? No, girl. Let us know who they are. I don't do that. Oh, you know what? That's just for a corner. What am I doing? I was thinking it was like my other one. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try. Yeah, I said try. I was going to try to get this. Okay, so I didn't get it perfectly. So, maybe I won't do that. I just thought that it would be a little bit neater than cutting it, but I guess I was wrong. So I'm just going to go hand cut these things and make it a little bit. So that's just a little bit wonky, but it's okay. That is what the okay, let's throw this away. The inking is going to be for. So I think that'll cover up a lot of that. I always try to use like a punch or something for the circle, and I tend to never get it right, so I just have to hand cut it. People with no moral or trolls are, yeah, like, no, F them. That's not nice. Like, you don't have to delete stuff just because one person's an asshole. Excuse my language, but you know what? We're creatively expressing ourselves. I'm not for everybody. Like, I don't have a ton of people in here. I don't have a ton of followers, whatever, you know, not everybody is for everybody. So see, that looks a little bit choppy. We'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll camouflage it is what we'll do. And okay, here we go. I should understand. What? Who? Oh my goodness. That was a real jerk move. Who cares? It's not like you have home. Not like you're posting a video about a home bakery. You know what I mean? Poor little kitty. Kitty's got to play. My cat, guys, when I was on here Friday night, I heard her in my closet, but I thought she was getting herself stuck up in there. That little rascal, I could call her another name, but I won't. That little rascal was tearing on my paper. I had like a few loose pieces of paper that I think she took out of the little suitcase thing that I have because some of them were kind of spilling out because I'm just like reorganizing them, and she tries to jump in it. Shredded those things in the closet when I was on. I was like, this little brat. Okay, so we have Victorian Velvet or Tattered Rose. Tattered Rose, I think, is going to be a little bit lighter. I think I like the Victorian Velvet, but I don't know. Hold the phone. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's see. These are both going to be in the pink family, so I'm going to get out my pink brushes. And where is a separate little sheet of paper? Okay. What I'm going to do is just ink this up, and then this is kind of what I do. Like, let's do a little sample. This is probably a little bit of a dirty brush to start with. I don't mind. I'm not going to freak my freak about it, as Tim Holtz would say. And let's see. Okay, so we have the Tattered Rose, which is light, which probably matches this a little bit better, but I kind of like the contrast. I don't know. What do you guys think? So we have over here on the right, we have Victorian Velvet. And over here on the left, we have the Tattered Rose, which is a little bit peachier. That matches this color scheme a little bit better. I am leaning this way. Sorry. I am leaning this way because it gives me a little bit of a contrast, and I do like that. So speak now or forever hold your peace. We have rose or velvet. What would you like to see? And then, or maybe I'll just do velvet on this one and rose on the other one. So then, you know, it doesn't have to be a thing. Yeah, it's okay, Atlanta, to stick up for yourself online. People don't have to be assholes. So this was like 11, 12 bucks, but it came with that thing too. The little corner thing, little corner chomper thing. But this, okay, oh, duh, is the bone folder that it came with. This is like a knife. It's going to cut through my paper. I don't tend to like bone folders that come with the scoreboards. I love my old-fashioned Fiskars one. She is well loved. I love her. She doesn't tear paper. She's really easy to hold. She's my favorite. So let's just try to kind of get in the line, as in a little divot as much as possible. And then that's how it's going to be easier for us to fold. What would you guys use these little folios for? Oh, I have like little paper bits everywhere. I probably have paper bits everywhere because my Miss Dahlia was up here earlier. She never gets up here on a craft desk, on a craft desk. It's the only one I have on my craft desk. So that was kind of weird of her. She got a taste of that paper in the closet. She's like, oh, there's more of this stuff? Let's play. When I go to mop the floors later today, I'm probably going to find paper everywhere. My vacuum won't vacuum up the paper, so I don't have to sweep it. Yeah, she's kind of my teenage kitty. So I don't know. Well, I'm sorry about that, Atlanta. People are jerks. Like, let's see the inside of their house if that's how they're going to act, you know? It's okay to say something. But I'm glad you're here in a safe space and you're able to talk it out because we're amongst creative friends. Okay, there we go. And let's do more of this. I thought my power just went out just now because the dryer turned off like abruptly and I didn't think it was already done on a cycle, but I was like, wait, the power turned off? Oh no, I scored this one on 2 different spots. Oh, that's okay. I made like a little mini spine out of it. I'm not going to worry about that. Not going to worry. Okay, and this is the crooked, the little crooked one, right? Okay. But we're gonna, and that's probably why I want to use the Victorian Velvet on this first one anyway, because we're going to camouflage that. And if you fussy cut and you don't like the results of your fussy cutting and things like that, fussy cutting is like an art, right? And none of it's ever going to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion that where we set unrealistic expectations on ourselves, and that's just not fair to us. That's not fair to society. And, you know, we could have a whole TED talk about it. We won't, but we could. So hiding, you can hide, fussy cut how you're going to fussy cut, and you can kind of hide things and make the images pop a little bit by doing the ink blending on the outer edges. Just a fun little trick. I think I like that. Hey View, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. Oh my goodness, Delise is in the house. Hello. Oh my goodness, Chris, that sounds very dramatic. Delise, I saw that you were going live on Friday as I just got home from work, and I was like, instead of staring at a wall for the next hour with a glass of wine, I'm going to go live and do some meditative coloring. And Christina's like, you guys need to plan a Friday night live where you're all in one space. She was so great. She modded for me on Friday. So we should plan something, girl. Let's see. And View, Miss View, my coloring book has arrived. I showed it at the beginning. I'm not going to do a flip through. I did a flip through on Friday night, but I'm going to take your advice and do like a little reel flip through and kind of go through it that way and maybe color in a page or something. And that'll be my video for, because I'm trying not just to do live videos, trying to do like actual videos too, right? I don't know if it's helping. We'll see. Who knows? I'm just trying to like drive traffic over into the like get the excitement for the Facebook group and kind of build up my followers here. And maybe I'm doing too much at once. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Okay. Let's see. We really do. I go live every Friday at 8. Oh, do you, ma'am? I didn't know that. Shouldn't I know that? Take everything about the book and what you do. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the advice, ma'am. Even in a short, you're tagging everything or hashtagging it? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the Victorian Velvet now. We're going to ink up the edges before we like really start kind of getting into it. Hey, Beth, welcome. Atlanta. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so Delise, like, let's message each other and catch up, girl. I will ink this on both sides. Like you don't need to, but I just, it kind of adds it, like it zhuzhes it up a little bit. And it kind of just makes everything pop a little bit. And I think I'm going to use the images that were free in my Facebook group for the first drop. If I can cut them down, I think they might be a little bit bigger than this, but we will see. And kind of put them in here to make this like a little fun birthday surprise. Put this in a gift. I do have friends with like it's Leo season. Hey. With some birthdays coming up, and I have a few friends that are going to be going to SeaWorld with me next weekend, I believe, because I have free tickets for them. And we're going to be taking my grandson and like maybe some of their kids and stuff. I know it's very controversial, the whole SeaWorld thing, right? But I do live like on the coast in San Diego, and so I do see a lot of the water rescues that they do and a lot of good that they do. I do really see that. I do have feelings about, all of that, all the controversy entails, right? That like this isn't the time or place for that, but I'm not oblivious, right? And so the reason why I did the edging first before I kind of started inking in here is because this is white core paper. So you decide, like you do you. And you decide how you want to do that. But I didn't want everything to be inked and the white core paper to stand out because it would just make it stand out a little bit more. How do you ladies have time to do your nails? Okay, well, thank you for loving the nails. By the way, Fab Friday. Oh, I love it, right? Yeah, that's what we're putting together now. Thank you. I've been doing my nails since I got a job. Well, I got a job at 12, right? I'm ready to be done. I'm tired. But ever since like I was like 16, 17 years old, and it's just part of my self-care. part of my self-care routine. So what I did this time is I did little birthday confetti, and then just a fun like purple, pink. It's showing up purple here, but it's actually pink. It's like a pinkish purple, more like a fuchsia, like a bright fuchsia. And I have like a funny finger because I broke it when I was younger. So it just is what it is. So yeah, I just kind of add that into my goings on. Honestly. Okay, what we're going to do is fold these over first. Fold and glue these babies over as we are doing this. And a lot of my work at work is field community based. It's in the field. So sometimes I'll be able to end my day. Like if I'm off at 5, I can end at 5 o'clock, like at the nail salon or whatever. If I get lucky. That's not an all the time thing. It just kind of depends on where clients live too. So that's just kind of a little perk. But sometimes I'm stuck in the office more times than not. It's just, you know, some people like to micromanage because they can't manage their own. And so there's that. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing this. And this is why I like using the scoreboard, because if I didn't score these, it would be harder to like flip over. So I do have like a microfiber cloth over here. I did wash it last week and it doesn't look clean, but it has ink and glue and all that kind of stuff on it. So we're in the craft room. Like that's what happens. Everything's well loved in the craft room. Like as long as we understand that, that means you're using your stuff. Because if we're not doing that, what are we doing? Just buying stuff? I mean, hey, I've been caught up in that cyclone before. I call it a cyclone because my checking account's like, what are you doing? We don't need to be here again. So yeah, there's a lot of that. Oh, so this is you're funny. You're funny, Delise. This is, it'll take like an hour for me to get my nails done. I've been going to the same nail people for like 27 years. They're fabulous. This is gel, so it just has to curate. I don't have to sit there and wait for it to dry. Now I don't always have time to like go in for a pedicure, and damn, to do both of them is expensive. So yeah, that's always like it must be something really damn special, like my birthday, to get a pedicure. And then other than that, I just do pedicures at home. I have a little pedicure set up because you know it's summer, and it's always summer here. Like it's always spring here. It's always flip-flop season. So yeah, pedicures happen. Okay. And then we're going to do the same over here. And hopefully I didn't do this crooked. It looks like I did. To me, it looks like I did, but I don't think I did. So this is probably the boring part of the project. And the fun part's going to be like decorating and all of that. Yeah, the whole micromanaging thing is a little bit much. Like we're adults. And if we are not, because some of them are not acting like it, why'd you hire them? This is your team. You developed it and you don't like them. What? It's weird. A fungus? No. Yeah. That's awful. My best friend says the same thing. She's like, I will not go get pedicures because of like the whole fungus thing. I've never had issues at my nail salon. But I go between 3 people at my salon. So, and like our kids went to school together, and you know, they lived down the road from me when I was raising my kids, and small town. So if that's stuff that's going to be happening, small town talk gets around fast. Speaking of small town, I don't know. Do you guys watch Still Magnolias on Netflix? I think it dropped. I have not watched it yet because last season really bothered me, and now they're waiting so long in between seasons. Typical Netflix BS, right? And it's just, what's going on with the acting in there? What happens? It's like a generic Hallmark vibe. Like it wants to be Hallmark so bad. Disinfectant, I guess not. That's weird. Okay, so you haven't seen the last 2 seasons. Okay, that's probably where I kind of jumped the shark, honestly. I like the actors in there. I loved Reba, right? I loved that show. So that Joanna Garcia or whatever, or Joanna Swisher, she changed her name because I think she got married when she was filming Reba. She's in there. I really like her. I really love the girl from Drop Dead Diva. Super, like, they have so much talent there that the writers are really missing the boat. Clean your craft table. That's a good self-care practice, Miss Delise. I like that. I probably need to clean mine too. I literally have a pile to the left of me of stuff that I want to do or I need to do, and I just don't have the time. Don't have the time. So many ideas, so little time. You know, it happens. Okay, I'm not sure we'll have time to do 2 of these today, but because I like to get a little bit fussy with these things. I don't know if you guys get into a project and you start getting a little bit fussier than you need to, but I like the added little detail. I think it's a lot of fun. Adding some detail is always fun. It's the little things, you know, it'll kind of set everything apart. And I use this microfiber cloth. I hear Jane in my head going, girl, why are you not using your scraper? I do have my scraper over here somewhere, but I use this microfiber cloth because glue will seep out and I don't want my hands to be all sticky and like dirty up the whole project. So that is a lot of why I do that. Because I know people have said something to me before. They're like, use this, use that. I'm like, well, yeah, I could. Where did that scraper go? Man, I don't know. I thought it was right here next to me. Well, it was. Maybe I need to clean my craft table too. Who knows? I know Pam will be on later tonight, at like 6 or 7 my time, cleaning her craft table. Maybe that's when I should clean mine. That's probably going to be when I'm folding laundry. So I watch her and fold the laundry on Sundays while dinner's cooking. But my daughter cooked dinner last night, so I may not need to cook dinner tonight because then that's all the meal prepping I need, right? I don't know. Okay. Let's get the Victorian velvet out. Let's kind of zhuzh up the edges here. And remember our little unfinished edges. We're just going to kind of ink right over that. And I will show you in a second. We'll do like a comparison on how it doesn't get rid of it, but it does hide it a little bit better. You can see that. I might be a little bit bright, but we'll see. It just kind of helps. It just helps. Gives it a little bit more character and fun, and you know, why not? Why not? And because I am covering up a little bit over here, that's where I'll lay down a little bit more ink. I will lay down more ink. Because we're hiding that a little bit. So if you have any little fun tidbits for creating that you want to share, feel free. Okay, I just noticed that these 2 didn't come with little notches in them for some reason. I was like, are they wrong? Oh no. So I did post a prompt in the Facebook group today. I'm posting prompts every Sunday just to kind of remind everybody, like, hey, it's okay to slow down at some point in the week and make time for you and the things you like too. And with the prompt, I always kind of post a little fun Ko-fi freebie down there. And, you know, if you're lacking ideas or anything fun like that, just to kind of help. You know, sometimes we can get into like a little bit of a creative rut in the middle of the week. Well, I can. Okay. So it's fun to kind of have those little inspirations. That's why I do. My friend is texting me. Normally she's in here on the chat. I don't know where she is. What the heck? That's why I do the buddy coloring, because it kind of just like gives me one little fun little thing to focus on, aside from work during the week, that it's not like a chore or anything. It's just a fun little creative moment, if you will. So we'll be focusing more on self-care through creativity, because then I'll be getting certified in my art therapy next year. Okay, let's start this, because this one's like pretty heavy. Like, let's start this one pretty heavy right here, because that one I really butchered, because I was trying to do it with a little hole puncher, and I kind of did it crooked. Should have just trusted my instinct is what I should have done. Okay. And we'll continue on. Okay, that is done. So that is all inked up. That is ready for assembly. Oh, you know what though? You've got to be kidding me. Oh wait, maybe I didn't cut them. Okay, I didn't cut them. I was like, you know what I did? I forgot these two pieces. But they're here, so I will cut those. Let's glue these down so we don't get too bored of the same thing all at once. And then we will cut. So one nice thing about this that a lot of designers do, specifically Tracy from Lottie's Magic Attic, is that she adds like the little lip right here that I can fold over. So I don't need to stick a piece of paper or anything in between to kind of manipulate the fibers of the paper so things can easily slide in and out of. You can still do that, because if you're going to be wanting to put like gift cards or things in the pocket or whatever, you can do all of that. Like here. And I just simply stick something, but this bumps it up a little bit. It's already like bumped up a little bit, but I simply will just stick a little like piece of paper or something. Hey, Jane, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. I was just talking about you with my scraper. I don't know where it went. It was up here. But for this one, I will kind of adhere it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. And this is what this fun little pocket is for. So you can kind of see what is meant to be the top or the bottom of the pocket. And then that's where we're going to not put the glue, is where we're putting a finger, right? And then this is going to be a tuck on a pocket, right? So we'll have more fun little spots. And so we want to, some of the glue is seeping out. And so then that becomes like a pretty thick little spot. Okay, I did get glue right here, so we'll kind of take that off. And then I'm just going to kind of keep following this just to show you, you know, you can get creative and kind of do your own thing if you want, or you can follow the design. Okay, so now we're going to have a tuck on top of a pocket too. So that's going to be a little bit fun. I think that those are always fun. And remember, yeah, I kind of butchered this a little bit, but we covered up. We're not going to worry about it. We are handmade. We are not Hallmark. And my theory is if somebody is going to point out your faults on something you're giving them that you put your time, love, patience, and effort into, then take them off your list. They're no longer on your card list or gift giving list. If they're not going to appreciate that you're giving them time and energy and putting like good vibes into whatever you're creating, they're not your people. And I wouldn't even buy them store-bought at that point. I'd be like, okay, well, nothing for you now because that's rude. And, you know, and people can be that way. Yeah. Okay. So Central Standard Time is 2 hours ahead. All these different time zones. I just know you come on after I leave. That's what I know. And then I try to hop over there. Okay. And I'll try to get Jane's channel here and pop it in the chat. Pop it. Let's see. I can find her. Here I am. I found you. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Miss Jane will go on after I get off. Okay. So this is where we're going to do these top 2 pieces. And then it's going to be like a flip in the journal. I'm going to add a little bit of extra room, funsies, whatever you want to call it. Just going to add some more space into the journal. Welcome, welcome, Tammy. I'm so glad that you are here. Hey, bye, Beth. Thanks for coming in. Okay, so we will put Miss Jane's channel in the chat. And she'll be live. She's an excellent colorist, by the way. Excellent. Inspired me, you and View inspired me to get into that whole Gugeli business. Ha ha. So that's exciting. You have a very different take on the kitty girl than I do. So it's exciting to watch that. For some reason, I just pictured like a big, colorful, colorful display in the mall or something. I don't know why I pictured that, but that's what I went with. That's what I went with. And that's also fun. Like if you are in my Facebook group and you have this freebie, let me know. If you're not and you want to, the link is further up in the chat, or I can drop it before we leave. But like, how are you going to interpret some of the freebies that are in the group, right? Okay, so this is also why I got this little handheld desk little thing, scoreboard, instead of my big old Mac Daddy scoreboard, because it's just easier to like do something on the fly. Like I probably need a little desktop die cutter. I had a MIDI, but that thing lasted a year and then it started falling apart. I don't know what. I don't know what. Okay, so what you up to today, Tammy? Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to glue this. I'm going to fold this both ways. And so you can decide on yours, like if you wanted to cover this up, maybe with some lace or washi tape or whatever. But this is going to be here. So I'm folding it both ways. So it'll go both ways, right? So it'll fold in and out fairly easy. It'll be like a good little kind of hinge thingy, for lack of my better word. Okay, I really got to find that scraper, Jane. I took it off my pegboard to be here with us, and it's gotten lost on my desk. Lost in the sea of stuff. I should be like Delise and clean my craft desk. I am not. Hey, Marty, welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here. Okay. And then we're going to fold this one back and forth. And then we're going to do the same thing over here, but down here. Just kind of get it as much up to the edge as I can so it can fold in and out nicely. I might have to like refold it and manipulate it. That's fine. It's paper. It'll allow me to do that. Okay, there we go. Just kind of get it down on there a little bit more. It probably is right in front of my nose, to be honest with you. It's fine. No worries. Okay, so then this is going to be like this. Okay, and then we're going to put the pockets. Pockets. Okay, let's set this one down a little bit because, oh, you know what? I don't want to do 3. I think 3 is too much because nothing's really going to be able to fit in this top pocket unless it's like, I don't know. It's just going to be a pain, I feel like. No? I feel like it will be. I need to get out my Victorian velvet. I'm going to do 2. I'm making the executive decision to just do 2 pockets in here, I think. It just seems like it's going to be too hard to get something in and out of some of the pockets if I don't leave enough space. Gosh, I really cleaned off these brushes pretty well, didn't I? Okay. And then we're going to ink that up. This is colored paper. You do not have to do all of the inking. I'm just being extra. Because, oops, I'm losing stuff. As crafters, that's what we do, right? And Marty, there's a little bit less critical thinking in the video today because, hey, it's Sunday. But we have the sample idea that Tracy gave us in the Facebook group. So I think that that is perfect. She gave us a full ass free project this week. Like the support is just amazing. I love it. Okay. There we go. I'm going to do the 2 pockets because that's what I'm doing. And if you can see really up close, it's like a, oh, I don't know if you can see it. This way you can. Like lace. Oh, goodness. Shouldn't Carrie be thinking? She should be thinking about something. I mean, we think, right? Yeah. Okay, let's put this here. And we can kind of see how this is going to fit. And then, so it's just like, you could do the 3. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Just, I'm just thinking it's going to be really hard getting stuff in and out of. My notifications on YouTube seem to have changed as well a little bit. And then I have to go back to people that I know I'm missing stuff from to see if my notifications are different. And sometimes they are. Or sometimes maybe is YouTube just getting lazy? What's going on? Like, what is the thing with YouTube? The tube, what's up? Okay, I put that down crooked. Hey, Belinda, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm glad you could join us on this beautiful warm day. Okay, I am having a little bit of leakage from the glue right there. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to do this over here. And we've got little glue specks over here. I also have a little gunk eraser that I could take off with that if that's what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to show you guys the other freebies that I think I want to put in here. We could stamp on this. We could put a note in here, like whatever we want to do. However you kind of want to decorate this. But see, so it's nice and easy to move stuff in and out of. You know, I always like to kind of go back and make sure everything's nice and open. Okay, so then this one is going to go in the bottom, just like this one. And we have ourselves a full folio put together, not a journal, a folio. And we did that in less than an hour. Oh, enjoy, Chris. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the World Cup. Oh, it's the final one today, huh? Well, enjoy that. Enjoy the food. Or our trip to North Carolina. Oh, fun. I'm glad you joined us, Chris. Thank you. That's so fun. And you said you're staying for a week? Oh, how does your daughter like North Carolina? Is she from Southern California? Okay. Looky now. And then we're folding it together. So it's a little thicker, obviously, once it's all put together. But now we can decorate it. Hey, let me get out, which is like 2 feet from me. So I'm not going far. Let me get out. Some of these might be too big. I could shrink them really quick. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I think this color palette matches really well. I think those two kind of go together really well. These might be a little bit too big, which these I think I'm going to make. I'm just going to cut these and score and fold them and make them like little pockets. I just love these. These are so stinking cute. So cute. Look at this. Be Happy Stationery did this. This was one of our freebies. You guys, it's just like crazy over there. I'm so nice. I'm so nice. I'm so grateful. It's so nice. She loves it. Oh, born in Florida. Oh, okay. Yeah. Me and my friend were just talking about like North Carolina and stuff like that. None of us are moving, so there's that. But my running joke has been like, girl, I'm gonna sell it all and live small, right? And her hairdresser lives in North Carolina and works out here in Southern California like 8 days a month. And that's kind of how she can maintain her income and then, you know, live a little bit more inexpensively, I guess. But she has decided to live small, like travel trailer small, and just kind of travel that way and, you know, beautify the U.S. one little state at a time on the way to and from North Carolina and California. I think that these are too cute. I would like to. I just think they're so cute. I would like to put these like here, right? On the flap, just for some extra little oomph. I think that's what I want to do. We shall see. Okay. I love how Marisa from Sweet Pea Curiosities does these because they're very, very vintage. And sometimes I really will try to cut like around the vintagey part. Okay, so I'm wondering, like, so cute. This could be an extra pocket. Like this could, we could be adding extra pockets now at this point. Like that's really cute, actually. I think that would fit a little bit better. I do like that. It's probably my favorite part about like junk journaling stuff is like, ooh, we get to decorate it, right? And we get to get out all of our ephemera and use it. And I still am going to stick with the inking app. just to kind of keep the theme going. And this is white core paper. And she did have these images to be a little bit more vintagey, so it kind of has that old filmy vibe on it. These are probably really old pictures. Honestly, these are, unless they're AI, I guess they could be, but I don't know. Like Tim Holtz sells those old pictures. I'll go antiquing with my friend when I'm up in Washington visiting her, and we will or I've done that here too though with my daughter. A lot of antique stores will have like vintage photos and stuff from estate sales. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this as my little bump up buffer thing. I don't know what else to call it. So, and I'll just put glue on the outside right here. I don't glue it all the way up to the edge because I don't want too tight of a tuck spot, because what if somebody does want to put a gift card or what, you know, whatever. I don't want it to be too constricted. Okay. Oh, shoot, it moved. Of course it did, because it's wet glue, Carrie. You weirdo. I just was like, oh, it's going to move off to the side. Where is my... I'm using my bone folder as my little scraper thing. I might have to glue this up to the edge. We'll have to see. I always don't at first because I want stuff to be able to easily go in and out of. I might have to because it'll... oops, sorry. I bumped my camera. Bumped it. And I decide later if that's what I'm going to do. Okay. That's exciting. Okay. And then we stick that so we can kind of stick something up right there. We're going to do the same thing over here. And then kind of put the glue more up to the edge, right? And I try to do it just on the outer edge as much as possible. And put these right here. What would you guys use this folio for? Like, what would you do with it? It's like a pocket folio, like, you know, a little wallet folio, which is fun for a birthday. Because you could stick things in all the little pockets, and like this would be their birthday gift, right? Like a gift card, a fun little saying, or fun old pictures of anything. I don't know. It's just, we could stamp things on it. Okay. Now we have these little funsies, right? So she would be perfect. I'm waiting to use her. You know, if you're in the Facebook group, people have been posting their projects they've been doing with these, and it's so cute. Like, it's so fun how everyone interprets the same thing a little bit differently. I think that's what's fun. Stickers in it. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm kind of on the fence of Ellen creating my own little sticker book journal, right? Very reminiscent of like the 80s. So this would be perfect for that, actually. My admin guy he's obsessed with purchasing like little punny stickers and fun old stickers, and I don't know, like it's been Pride stickers too lately because of Pride Month. But he will come back to my desk and he'll be like, look what I have for you. He's like my sticker dealer at work. It's really funny. So she could be there. And then we'll do the happy birthday on the next pocket just to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. I have some lace, guys. That's what we need. Miss Sparkle Farts sent me a care package of lace because in the Discord we were talking about swaps and racks and all of that kind of stuff. And she's like, does anybody need anything? I ordered way too much lace on accident. I'm like, I need lace. And she sent it. It was so sweet. So let me go grab some of that. I think most of it's black lace, but I don't know. Yeah, sticker dealer. Yeah, I do. I call him my sticker dealer. And he gets so excited to show me the stickers now. The lace is right here. Oh, and Nate sent me stuff too. So, okay. See, this is where it gets fun because Nate sent me a huge care package too. So if you want to go check out that unboxing, that was my Friday Night Live. But this is what Miss Sparkle Farts gave me. This was mine, but fun little lace bundle. I love it. This is like good quality stuff too. It's like real lace. Ooh, I like it. Likey. It should just be fun to like put up here. And it kind of adds to like the vintagey, dainty, you know, old-fashioned floral vibe, which I think is a lot of fun. I want to see how we're doing on time here. Okay. I think that that's cute. I like the white. That's too cute. And then Nate gave me some bundled up white too. So that's fun. Fun. Okay. And then we'll do, actually we'll put her down here. So we kind of split the scene just like a little bit. And put this one down here. So we'll have one on top and one down. Thank you, sticker dealer, the bane of the crafts community. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Maybe. Yeah. He gave me some extra stuff to put in my Wizard of Oz junk journal. I need to get that out. That whip has been a while. It's lasted me a while. I'm excited to add that in because me and my friend back in November went to Vegas to go see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Loved it. She's actually going again with her cousins because they haven't seen it. So she's going again. Still dallying around with this packaging. Those hubbies. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to get out my Fabri-Tac. Out of dark alleys, Janes. I have clients that are with me for reasons like that. Oh no. Belinda is all pun intended. See, they get excited when they get packages too, just as much as we do. The baby's facial expression is so cute. I really like it. Okay, I'm going to hold that there for a second. Let me get I have my fabric scissors right here. Well, they're scissors that only cut fabric, so therefore they become my fabric scissors. I'm going to cut this up right up to the edge. There we go. And then I don't cut into the paper. I just think that that is fun. Okay. Now this leaks like a volcano. I think I need to put it in a different container to where it's not leaking as much. I don't know. That darn Fabri-Tac though. I don't understand it. Okay, let's see. Let's put this down here now. Oh, hey, Carrie, welcome. Thank you for coming. Can't stay. I wanted to come and show some love and give you a thumbs up and say hello. Super appreciated. Thank you. I'm so excited that I made your live yesterday. I normally don't. And then Marty and I were just discussing our notifications aren't working. Hey. Okay. And you do the coffee clutch every Saturday, I think, huh? So that's exciting. And because you're so far ahead of me, I'm still like just kind of waking up in bed on a Saturday. So it's a fun way to start. I wanted to hide your comment, Marty. YouTube has a mind of its own. Okay, so that's what we're starting. And then we can put stuff in here, right? Okay, and then we made these pockets. Now I'm thinking for the front, like You could zhuzh up the whole thing, right? But I'm thinking kind of for right here to, where did it go? Behind me, that's where it went. Cutting down one of these lovelies. I think that that would be fun, right? Oh no. These I want to make something out of. I want to make 2 pockets out of these, or out of this one at least. I like her. I think she's fun. I've got nothing to say. Just take care of myself. Thank you for reminding. Thumbs up. Yeah, I always forget to say that. Thumbs up. Thank you, Atlanta. Okay, so we're just going to kind of trim this down. I'm going to have to trim it down more. I do realize that. Let me get the lid on this thing because it's just like exploding. And you know what we could do, which I think I'm gonna see, it's way too big. So we could kind of center it up. Just, we want the happy birthday in there a little bit. I want the happy birthday in there all the way, right? Okay. And let me get my pencil. We could, and I'm gonna have to cut her off just a little bit. I mean, it is what it is. I'm thinking we could distress the paper a little bit. Ugh. Okay. I'm trying to reach for stuff. And let's find that. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit too. Just a tad. Okay. So this does end up being like, you know, we're altering the image a good amount, but it's okay. We're kind of, remember, we're homemade, not homework. We are making sure everything kind of fits. We want the background to be a star. We want this little happy birthday girl and kitty. We want them to be focused too. So we want it all, right, in our craft project. So darn it, we're going to get it. I'm going to ink this up though, but then she just kind of layers. She fits right there. I think she is too cute. She's too cute. Thank you, Atlanta. Let's get out the Victorian velvet. Let's tuck these babies back here. Let's find stuff that we're missing. Oh, wait, I wanted to age. That's what I wanted to do. Age the paper a little bit. I'm going to keep taking more stuff off that pegboard. It's going to keep getting lost on my damn craft desk. So I have this, and it kind of can age paper. And we just, I haven't used this thing in forever, but what it does is it just gives it a little bit of a worn look. See how it kind of tears the paper a little bit? You could do this with scissors too. Like, I couldn't. I would chop a finger off. But I mean, if you're more graceful than me, you could do this with scissors. Or they sell these paper, whatever, paper ager things. I don't know what they're called, honestly. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure like any craft store would have them. Amazon, if that's your craft store. I don't know. So I just kind of do that. It just kind of, you know, gives it like a fun little, all the little things. And that's here. I thought we were going to have time to make 2 of these. But I mean, I will make another one, just not right now on camera. And then we'll get all of that little stuff off to the side. You could use that as snow on a project if you wanted to. Okay. I'm going to ink this up just a little bit because it is white core. That's not what's bothering me at this moment. I wanted to show off a little bit of the aging, just kind of to add like a fun little frame, because we're still going to see the ripped. We're going to see that it's aged up just a little bit. But then we want the color too. Okay, let's get the glue. This is something you could mail and just like a little mailer. And I think at that point, doesn't it become like package rates or something? I don't know. We'll use this as my scraper for now because I do not know where my actual scraper went. Don't know. So there she is. She's fun. Aw. Okay. Okay. Let's get some. Goodness. I've got piles and piles over here. Let's pile on top of a pile over there, shall we? We've got all this fun little stuff too that we could put in here. So just give it character. We want to give our whole project character. Right, we have the sentiments over here. Age is merely the number of years the world has been enjoying you. Oh, how cute, right? Look at these little baby faces. How can you not? How can you not just fall in love with it? Okay, let's trim this down and we'll get going with like, what would we want to stick in it? I don't know. I mean, this could even be, I'm hoping to get to 100 followers by the end of the month. I think I'm at like 80 something. So why not? This could be like one of the little giveaway things, right? Because I wanted to put together a project and have that be the giveaway rather than just maybe like another freebie. Because I know not everyone has access to utilizing the digital creations. I'm aware of that. But you can go to, I was going to say Kinko's, so I'm really aging myself, right? Staples. You could go to Staples and have them printed out from your phone or from, you know, iPad or a computer or whatever. But these, they can print these out for you. Any copy store. I don't know how much that is. Where are your gardening shears from? Oh, I thought you said gardening sheets. When I looked, I glanced up and I had to look down and be like, you can see my sheets? I'm so stupid. These are from Amazon. These are Tim Holtz tonic. Tonic, Tim Holtz. I absolutely love these. These came with the sheath. Welcome back, Melinda. These are Cutterbees from Joann's. Aw, Joanne. Girl, we miss ya. R.I.P. Okay. Look. How can you not love this? This is too cute. Don't we just want to put something on the back of here too? I want to put some lace to cover that up. Let's do that. Actually, let's do this first. My ADD is like, girl, what? You could pop this up, but for mailing purposes, I'm not, because I do plan on, you know, mailing something like this out because it's fun. And Marty just said she has a birthday in 10 months. So maybe I want to mail it out to Marty in 10 months. Marty, you got to get in the group. We can celebrate your birthday. How many flowers? 100. Thanks, Jane. Okay, there we go. Let's do. I just think that the, oh, this would be cute. Let's do that. I think that these two palettes go really well together. And the one that Be Happy Stationery gave me is basically card ready. So if you need like quick cards, she gave us. She generously gifted. Card ready. So if you need quick cards, you know, it's always like, oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock. I have to be somewhere at 7. And it's their birthday kind of thing, you know. You're always kind of like running late for stuff. Okay. So cut that down there and cut that down there is what I'm going to do. Hey, Brenda. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to get to 500 followers over here on YouTube. I am trying to get to 100 followers or 100 community members on my Facebook group, because that's where Junetober is going to be hosted for 2027. And I am going to do a 500, like a live stream 500 follower giveaway over here. So kind of promoting the two at the same time. Promoting two at the same time, if you will. You know what? I didn't even measure to cut it down here. Do I need to? I just think that that's fun. So I'm going to do the aging of the paper. I'm going to put the tattered rose away because we're not going to be doing a second one today. Myself. Well, promote yourself, Ambient. Let's promote you for a second, shall we? Oh, you know what? It's not going to. Oh, you have an underscore. Escapes. There we go. I found you. It's funny how all that little stuff matters. There we go. Okay. Let's age up the paper. Who knows that my my Cricut, I was like a Cricut crafter for a really long time, and I just like purchased stuff because I was a member of the Design Space membership, and so you get like access to mystery boxes and stuff like that. Who knew all this stuff would come in handy and get me into a whole nother craft, right? Because that's really what catapulted into me wanting to do more hands-on crafting rather than just on the computer. Because it's more satisfying, I think, when we're creating something with our hands. I get more out of it. It's a more mind-body connection and visualization, and there's a whole theory behind it. It's an art theory. And the more I get into being certified, I can share. Okay, let's see. And then we're just gonna, we just edged it up just a little bit. I'm still gonna do the Victorian velvet on the back. And Ambient did post her coloring pages in my Facebook group. So that was very nice. Thank you for doing that, because not everything is about like cutting and gluing paper, right? Art and paper crafting are different for everyone, and I love that. Okay, I wanted the lace. Where did the lace go? I want to use the same lace that I already used on the inside. So we're covering this up a little bit. Not that we need to, because Tracy was so thoughtful that, she colored all this. So it doesn't need to be like covered up or hidden or anything like that. But I just think that this gives it a little zhuzh. Why not? Okay. This stuff will get your fingers sticky. Sticky. And let's see. Yeah, it's hard to not when people, most keyboard warriors can F off. But it's hard when people are mean. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Put that down there. See, it just like volcanoes out. Okay. And I try to match one side up just so that I'm not cutting on both sides. I only have to cut off one side then. It is fun, huh, Marty, seeing what everyone else can do. Because everyone interprets everything so different, or they do different things. That's what I like about it, the community. And then I just try to surround myself in positive spaces within the community too, because I'm saving this. Don't think that I'm not. I am going to save it because there's a lot of negativity in the world. And Ambia, I'm sorry that somebody was mean, because that's just like when people do that, and it's really easy to say this rather than be like, yeah, that's true. They're unhappy about themselves. They have very little control with how they manage their own, right? So they go hurt people. And as generic and cheesy as that sounds, it's true. So don't judge others unless if you want them to judge you. Because I damn well will. If you're going to be judging me like that, I'm coming for you now. Like, not in a mean way, but I mean, I could be. But you're not going to get to just sit around and judge other people with no judgment for yourself. And I know that eventually comes out through other things, but I'm going to clap back at you. Okay, there we go. They take from your bucket, truth be told. They do, though. People really do. Oh, I know. I'm a Gen X Leo who lives. Yeah, I am a Gen X Leo as well. I have an ex-husband that FAFO. Yep. Okay. I love that she's the front. And we have this as the back. Like, that is too cute. Hey, we got another Leo up in the house, Miss View. Oh. Hey, Kelsey, welcome. So excited to have you. Are you a July? You're an August Leo, aren't you, Miss View? Aw. Okay, we're gonna put the funsies in here. We need more. Thinking we need more. We need more, right? We need some little fun guys. Or look at him. He needs to be there. He needs to be there. Every generation welcome here, Marty. We operate under different philosophies, but you know, boomers raised us, so we're good. Saying things online because they have the power to type. Yeah, I know. I gotta set up. You're a Scorpio. Okay. We'll see you in just a little bit, Jane. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so I can't get him right up to the line, so a little bit of the white is going to be showing. And thank you. Toys for, yeah, exactly. Like, whatever. I've got cat toys on my floor right now. My cats get so offended when I start vacuuming. Like, when I'll go out there to vacuum, to mop, they get very like territorial about the toys. They're like, wait, guard the toys. Even the old lady, like, that's when they want to go play with them, and I'll have to like throw them across the room for them or whatever. It's funny. They're probably talking to each other like, God dang, she's cleaning up again. I mean, we can't have the toys in the middle of the floor all the time. the baby will come over and put them away, and then his toys go in the middle of the floor. That really bothers the kids. I'm going to call him a baby forever. He's going to be 2 in August. He's a Leo too, just like his grandma. But he's always going to be the baby. July Cancer, and our daughter's a July Leo. Okay, I'm a July Leo. That's right. You did say you were a Cancer. My mom is an August Leo. So those are interesting dynamics, aren't they? Okay. I'm going to not get fussy about this because I'm probably going to end up, I didn't realize he was so tall. I just wanted him there because he's cute. But he needs to, like, his dunce hat and everything needs to be showing. So his feet are going to get cut off. Let's see. We're going to inky. Oh, here, let's use the little one. No reason to have little and, okay, whatever. Little and big blenders and not use them. I didn't want to get so much on his hat, but it's no big thing. Now we know we're going to chop off his feet, which sounds really weird. Yep, amputation, that's right. Okay. Because I'm not going to get my X-Acto knife and do all of that. I'm just going to kind of ink them up. Add some other little fun stuff. Okay, so I'm going to glue them down and then do the amputation. Okay. And let's not put glue where we're going to be cutting. There we go. And then we'll just lob it off. Lob it off, just like that. And then let's put a fun little vintage edition, aged to perfection. So cute. I don't know if I want to do a big one or I like these little ones. I sized these down, so that's exciting. Let's see if I can get this done in 5 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Time is on. Isn't it, Kelsey? It's from my Facebook group. We're celebrating July birthdays because I'm a July birthday baby, and these are given to us by the creators in the group. So I'm very excited if you wanted to join that. But another year older, but definitely not wiser. I don't know who this is going to, so that wouldn't be nice, huh? You're not old, you're retro. Heck yeah. Birthday's nature's way of telling us to eat more cake, which I think I might do that one because we've got the girl with the cake on the front. Right? We always need more cake. Okay. Let's try to gingerly cut up to the line here. You're not middle-aged, you're retro. I love that too. It's so fun. Because I'll be darned if, like, I was at Trader Joe's the other day on my lunch break and the music was really loud for some reason. I was like, why is the music so loud at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, like on a Wednesday or whatever it was? And it was all songs that I listened to when I was younger. I was like, oh, that's the state of affairs that we're in. All of, like, my favorite songs are playing at the grocery store now. This is clubbing now. Costco should play music because you literally had to join a club to get there. Well, that's true clubbing at that point. Be kind to me, I'm from the 1900s. Isn't that the truth though, right? That'd be a good shirt, actually. Did you say you got that shirt? It's like the Oregon Trail. Didn't we all play that? I think I died of dysentery. Okay. And I'm just going to throw this right in the middle. Okay. Should we put something there? You're not old, you're retro. Like, that's a good one. Let's see. And then something has to go there. Like, something has to go everywhere, apparently. Let's maybe do her, because we don't want we you know, we want to make use of the whole thing. Make use of the whole thing. And look at those eyes, are like super, super green. If you can see that, they're so pretty. 18 and 20-year-olds, and they think I'm ancient at 56. I am going to be 49, and I work with a lot of 20-somethings, and they treat me like a mom, basically. Like, they come to me like that. Like, they really see me as old. But my kids are in their 20s too, so it's not that big of a deal. I probably just let off that vibe. But they kind of come to me like I'm really old too. Or somebody asked me one time, I couldn't accept something on Outlook because it was, I don't know, it was updating or something. Something's screwed up with like our corporation's IT. Something's gone awry. But they're like, oh, do you need me to show you how to do that? And I was like, no, like, I know how to do that, but it's updating her. Like, girl, thank you, but no. You sound like you're in your 20s to me. Oh, well, thank you. You did say that I'm like chewing bubble gum all the time when I'm talking. I'm not ever chewing bubble gum. Yeah, no, I'm older. Can't be in my 20s and be a grandma. I mean, that would be weird. I have always thought that. No, never chewing bubble gum. It might just be my whole little West Coast thing going on. Okay, I really wanted him somewhere, but now he doesn't really fit. Oh, no, he fits right there. Don't let me lie to you. Perfect background coloring, Tracy. A+. Thank you, thank you. And this is free. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm young and hip. The kids I work with ask me if I'm a kid or an adult, and they just call me a teenager. They're weirdos. Oh, well, oh, well. Okay, you're not old, you're retro. That's what we're putting down here. All right. Let's put this down. Let's do a flip through. I'm probably going to use all of these on the pockets, or as much as I have of them. And then view. Never have I ever. I don't think I've worn tie-dye since the 7th grade. And the other, I don't think I've done since I became a mom in that form. That is so freaking funny. I cannot believe you said that. I'm laughing. Ah, goodness gracious. Ellen, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's fun to get together with some crafty friends on a Sunday. Okay. There we go. There we go. Get this going. You are too funny. I appreciate you. Okay, you're not old, you're retro. That's where that's going. Okay. There we go. There we go, there we go. Okay. here we go. Let's do the flip through. So we have a happy birthday. We have a pocket. We've got pockets galore. Age is merely the number of years the world has been enjoying you. We've got the tip ups, the more pockets. More pockets. You're not old, you're retro. Happy birthday. And then we fold it back. And here is the project that we made from the freebie. Yay, yay. I'm so excited that we were able to make something complete together in about an hour and a half, basically. And most of it was decorating. Like putting it together was really quick. But I do all of the inking and all of that. And then, you know, we did like the gratitude and all of that at the very beginning. But I really am glad that you guys were able to join me today and that you are able to support me and each other and be kind. A kind word goes a long way. And if you see somebody being mean to somebody else, stick up. Stick up for them and say the right thing. And assholes can be called out just fine. It's okay. No worries. I hope to see you guys soon. I will be having a flip through of the Alice in Wonderland book coming out today. And then I'm going to hop on over to Jane's channel, get some laundry folded, and get some floors mopped. I hope you guys have a great day. Pockets big enough for gift cards. Yes, they are. They are big enough for gift cards. These ones might not be because I made them. This definitely would be. Yeah, they're big enough for gift cards. So yeah, hop on over in the group. Let's have some fun. Let's support each other. And I will see you guys later. Thanks. Bye, guys.